Hi Scorpio. How you are, my lovelies? How's things? I'm Eriu and this is Eriu Tarot Readings, and my darlings, as always, you are very welcome here to this tribe. You are Tuatha. And to my new followers and subscribers, hello, how's it going? You're very welcome here. All the other Scorpions invite you in. We welcome you with open arms. We're really glad that you're here too. Now, my darlings, this is your bi-weekly reading for June the 13th. What? June the 16th to June the 30th, I should say, 2017. If you feel that this does not fully resonate, that's totally fine. Just check out your moon and your rising sign as well. And if you are uncertain of that, do check out the link below that I've provided under this video. And that, my darling, will help you calculate your moon and your rising sign as well. You can have a look at those, okay? Now, we're going to do the same format as the previous bi-weekly. So we've got 6 card spread about general life and the person themselves, because that's what I like to work with, is the individual, because they're the most important. They are first and foremost. And then we choose 3 cards for your love life over the next 2 weeks, and see how that intertwines with your general life as well. Because let's face it, a lot of the time they do intertwine. So to keep it separate is not necessarily a good thing, right? Alright, Scorpio. Sun, moon, and rising. Let's see where you're at. Okay. And if we need to clarify, we will. Okie doke. Feeling very calm. This is nice. I haven't felt like this because the other readings that I've done so far, I've had an array of emotions, but I feel quite calm in this. Okay. It's coming up quite a lot for people. Alright, so your top row is the first week. Your second row is your second week. And we're looking at the 16th to the 22nd, the 23rd to the 30th. Start, middle, and end of the week. I'm so relaxed I cannot speak. Alright, Scorpio, let's have a look for you. Okay, so your cards for the first week. 6 of Swords, 8 of Rods, and Queen of Rods. Lovely. Okay, so 6 of Rods is all about movement and traveling, but using it for communication purposes. It can be, if this is a job, or if this is your life at the moment where you feel like you actually move around quite a bit, and you need to move around because the position that you hold has a certain level of communication that you need to deliver. All right, so here we are. See, moving on. Some of the other tarot decks have this particular image of the boat coming out of stormy waters into calmer waters, but this just feels really relaxed. I kind of feel like you're like, yeah, this is all part of it. I fly back and forth to things, or I travel a lot on trains and boats, like I have to do this is my job, I'm in the car a lot. Yeah, it's fine, don't worry about it. You know, I feel like you're just like, I just take it on the chin now, this is all part of life, and you know, what you gonna do? That's what it feels like. Well, what are you gonna do? I have to get up early, I have to get on the flight, you know, that's just how it is. Then I'm really jet lagged when I get home. But sure, look, that's just how it is. But you're moving away from other things. And as I said, this feels really calm. I don't feel like you're moving away from anything tumultuous whatsoever. Anything turbulent. Nope. I feel like you're just moving. You're moving and grooving. And you're just moving this way. For some of you as well, it may be a case that you are moving to a new state, to a new county. Sometimes it can be a new house, an apartment as well. So, but there is movement, but it's very gradual. I don't feel like it's very fast. I don't feel like it's very slow. I think it's just real nice, really comfortable, okay? And you're moving with that. For some of you as well, when I said that your level of communication may be part of your job, some of you may have to do presentations. Some of you may actually be presenters even. And for some other people as well, it's just that you coordinate and work with a lot of teams and projects, and you have to be their spokesperson pretty much, okay? That's nice. You're just like da 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 da. You're just, you know, you're like, what of it? It's life. Next. That's what it feels like. And I'm like, okay, I'll go on to the next card. So your midweek then is 8 of Rods. Now I said about that level of communication coming in with the 6 of Swords. It's being pushed now with the 8 of Rods. Rods is lovely fire energy. We got Leo, we got Sagittarius, and we got Aries. And the 8 of Rods is all about, if you imagine Cupid's arrow, ping, 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 ping. Don't know why I did a gun there. My Cupid's arrow, shooting the arrows down. And this is all a communication of love. Now, this isn't a love reading. This is a general reading. So for my new viewers, I use words such as work, domestic life, projects, teams, committees, communities. I use academic as well. I use all that terminology to help you find where this may be placed in your life, okay? But because your life is so unique, like, you know, you may have some other part of your life that this makes sense in, okay? So because this is general, this isn't necessarily romantic love. This can be just emails, text messages, WhatsApp, Viber, of just really lovely messages of love. But I mean love as in gratitude, being appreciative of stuff. So I think wherever you're going here with your words, Scorpio, it's very important that you know that you have such a way with words that it's going to get a lot of appeal, and people are really going to like that about you. There's a very warm nature to you that when you need to do this sort of public speaking thing, that people react to it, but react to it within really loving way and a very passionate way, and they're like, God, that person's great at that, or I really enjoyed that, or really enjoyed watching that. God, did you see them? I really liked it. And what's interesting is that you come into this different zone here at the end of the week in the Queen of Rods energy. Now, I don't even feel like this is someone else. I feel like this is you. I think you just went... When I see sun signs in other suits like this, okay, I always think you just feel like trying on a new hat today. You're like, I'm going to try this out and see what happens. This isn't my suit. I'm not 100% comfortable, but I'm kind of trying it out anyway. And that's what you're doing here, Scorpio. You're like, all of these lovely words of admiration and respect and appreciation are coming towards you. And then you're like, well, hey now. I guess I am that sort of person that they say. I guess I am quite loving, and I guess I am very good at this. Now, this isn't a big ego thing, don't get me wrong. And yes, it is governed by Leo, Aries and Sagittarius, which means that there might be just a little small hint of ego. But sure, look, we all have a bit of ego anyway, right? So it doesn't matter. But it's not like it's fully in your face. It's not that direct fire energy. I just feel like you're getting a lot of love and you're kind of glowing a little bit and you feel warm and fuzzy on the inside. And as well, you're this Queen of Rods energy. All this, it's almost like letters as well. Are some of you getting like letters of admiration or thank you for doing such a good job and we really appreciate what you did there, and you know, and this is helping you kind of grow in many ways. And you're thinking, Jesus, I might actually be really good at this. I actually might be onto something here. At first I was unsure and I move around quite a lot, I know. But now it's like, well, people are really responding to what I do. And the Queen of Rods is here saying, well, yeah, of course I do, but also take control of that. You know, queens can be known as being passive as opposed to the kings who are kind of more action orientated. But I honestly believe that both king and queens are action orientated, just that their strategy is different. So she's not going to be fully in your face and being like, we're doing this, this and this, go. She's not full of testosterone. She's going to go, okay, well, what do I have? What do I have? I've this and this. Move forward with that. Okay? She's a calm energy, but doesn't mean that she doesn't get things done. She does. She just doesn't tell everyone about it. She doesn't kind of show off like some of the kings would, you know what I mean? She's definitely not like the King of Rods in that sense. She's not show off. But she's confident in herself nonetheless. Well, I can get a little bit bossy. But sure, look, sometimes bossy people just get stuff done anyway, don't they, you know? But anyway, my point is that this is you and you're coming into this energy and it feels good, okay? And you're elevating. And maybe you actually will be elevated in your position or in your project or in your team or in home life even as well. All of a sudden you kind of feel like, you know, I feel like I'm top dog here. This is nice, you know? I'm not really used to this. Well, Scorpio, it's nice, isn't it? Like, that's lovely to have. Now, let's look at your second week here. It's funny actually because this first week is just so cool and calm. There's like no clarification needed. I think we might down here. Right, well, your second week you've got 9 of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and 4 of Cups. Okay, so 9 of Pentacles. It kind of just cements what I was saying about the Queen of Rods, which is, you know, really working at something and seeing results and, knowing that you kind of feel good about it and that you're good at what you do. Now, Nine of Pentacles is about having worked away at things, having really worked away, burning the midnight oil, doing what you needed to do in order to get things done, and then seeing all those rewards materialize. I did say some of you were getting like cards and stuff, and maybe even emails of gratitude. But it's also seeing extra things as well materializing. So it could be that some of you get a bonus, or maybe there's a promotion, or it's a sense of it's just thinking of material elevation. So like objects that show elevation, I guess. So like company car and things like that, you know? Or even, I just said in my head, travel expenses. Even that, even getting your travel expenses. Hey, that's elevation. Not everyone gets their travel expenses done. But that's what that is. And it's cool. There's a lot of, I like this card because you really take stock of what you've done, how far you've gotten, and then you start to enjoy those rewards, okay? And plus it's also like you're nearly there. So I feel like you're really close, like you're borderline close to finishing what you need to get finished. And you're almost borderline in cementing where you're going to be for the next 4 to 5 years. This bird is also a bird of hope, a bird of faith, reminding you to keep the faith, and reminding you that you did that already because you've come so far. Very pure, very calm, lovely energy. But it's like, you know what, just sit in this for a second. Just sit in a Scorpio and just be like, oh, I made it, you know? It's that feeling. It's nice. It's very nice. But it's also being rewarded with lovely things that make you feel good too. Lovely. So it could be, actually, I said this is a 9. There could be other opportunities come in for you that bump you up to your 10, where you feel secure and solid, and that will keep you in a certain place for 1 to 5 years, okay? Now, the midweek, the Hanged Man. He's just, I said this earlier in another reading, he's just, you know who the Hanged Man is actually, right? The Hanged Man is that guy or girl that is kind of friends in another group of friends that you kind of know, right? You always see them at the same parties or same events. You've tried chatting to them, but you just can't, you can't really seem to you just don't get them really. There's something wrong with them, there's something bad about them, but you just don't get them. This is how I feel about the Hanged Man. I'm like, if we were at a party, Hanged Man, I think there'd be pleasantries at the most. I don't think we'd really get on as friends. And, that's just how I feel about it. But it's like, the Hanged Man comes in now as the only major arcana that you have in your 6-card spread, right? We'll talk about love soon enough and we'll see how that goes for you. But he comes in and he just kind of puts the brakes on things. He wants things to stop and he wants to make them stagnant. He wants the energy to just quit for his own reasons now. I'm not saying that they're reasons that are unjustified. Not at all. You may very well have good reason. But the problem is that when you stop in this energy, it's very hard to get yourself out of it because you can't really see properly what's going on around you in order to make the best decision to get out of it, right? The Hanged Man is all about having a perspective that's slightly off, right? And if you think about it logically, right? If someone's hanging upside down off a tree, well, the world in which they view in that moment, in that physicality, is not actually accurate, is it? Like, the trees aren't falling down from the sky. People aren't upside down. All he needs to do is cut that, let himself down, or just even swing that foot around there, grab that, bring his arms up, turn around and go, oh, okay, I see it now. Oh, I see what you were talking about. Okay. Now, I want to know why he's here for you, because I feel like these two are kind of connected, and you were doing really lovely, Scorpio, and I want to find out why this is here. I want to find out why, because these two are linked. Because you were basking in the glory. You were like working away and then put the brakes on. But I feel like he's come in. I don't feel like you're essentially putting the brakes on. I feel like he's come in and stopped it for you. So I want to know why. I want to know why. Nope. Why? Okay, easy. Okay. Okay, so you've got the Eight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, and Nine of Swords, alright? Eight of Pentacles is lovely energy that comes prior to this one, okay? Which is about working away, acknowledging your achievements thus far, but still tipping away because you know there's work that needs to be done, alright? Nine of Pentacles is about enjoying all of that afterwards, okay? You've got the Page of Pentacles here, which is lovely, and then you've got the Nine of Swords, okay? Now, Page of Pentacles is lovely earth element. You got Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. For some of you, this may be a person that has been in your life, that has had a very positive effect on your life, has taught you really how to be diligent, has taught you how to be resourceful, has taught you to use strategies and methods and practices in order for you to get where you need to be. But I feel like this person either was a little bit too harsh on you, or they just vanished. Like, I feel like they've just, like, I just want to swoop the card off the table. I feel like they've gone. And I kind of feel like your backbone a little bit, your backbone, your rock, essentially, is gone. They just, where did they go? It could very well be a Capricorn man, or a person, but I feel like it's a Capricorn moon. Like, I just keep wanting to slide that right off. And you feel like without having this particular person by your side, you can't really continue with where you need to go. So then you stop. Remember I said Nine of Pentacles, you're nearly there. It's a 10. And you've got another 9 here, and you've got an 8 here. So look, you're really at the end of this journey within these 2 weeks, but you just, the door is just being closed on this, like the curtains, you know, the old theatres, the 2 red curtains just draw. That's what it feels like. They're gone. Now, for some of you, if it's someone that has passed away, then my apologies to you. And my sincere condolences to you as well. And my love to you, obviously. And it might be a case that those that have passed, that have taught you many things, even about yourself, that you felt had a strong backbone, were also very, like, artistic. If they have passed and you feel like you're at a crossroads where you would normally need them, but they're not there. They're just not there anymore. And for others of you that have experienced this person, this ain't love, by the way, just to tell you. Not in love anyway, but to love person, obviously, yes, but not in love. It feels like they're just gone. They just left. It feels so odd. And then you've got this Nine of Swords mental turmoil about whether or not you can carry on, whether or not you're good enough, whether or not you should go ahead. And the Hanged Man then comes in. I told you he felt separate. He came in and said, if you're having this much mental anguish over this person, over this occurrence, then by all means stay in this energy with me. By all means, just hang by this tree. And Because that sounds good, right? That sounds like a better option than to be here. Because you can just hang out with him and there's nothing needed. Okay, he doesn't ask anything of you but just to stay where you are. But that feeds into all of this mental anguish that you're having and the sleepless nights. Scorpio, I said to you before now, you need to start sleeping more. Or like, we need to, I don't know, I was going into mother mode there. It's like, we need to sort out your sleep pattern, Scorpio, okay? But we do, like, we need to take care of you more, don't we? And this, you know, you're sacrificing yourself here in a major way, Scorpio, because you've come so far, because you're doing quite well, in a lovely pace as well. That I'm like, why are you self-sacrificing? It's like self-sabotage. Beastie Boys. Fuck y'all. It's a self-sabotage. That's what it is. And he is very, very, very negative to me right now. He's purposely keeping you here so that you don't grow. Do you understand? You need to... They're just gone. You know, this sounds very odd, but it feels like they're just pages in a book now. I don't know if some of you wrote in your journal about this person, or that you have a book, a photo album with photos in it, and this person's in it, and you wrote things beside it, like 10th of June 2007 or 1996, and you know, me and blah and blah. And then they're just gone. But it's like, he's not going to help you in this. Do you know this? Do you know what I mean? But you're capable of pulling yourself out of it, Scorpio. This is the thing. What they gave to you is important. But what you're giving to yourself is so destructive. And then, of course, you've got the Four of Cups here. And it's like these two are just hanging out together. I said to you, he was like, yeah, just come and hang out in this tree. Look, this tree is here as well. He's just hanging on the other side. And the Four of Cups is not wanting to accept the gifts and the offers that come to you. I'm saying like, no, I don't want to. Actually, no. I've had that before. I don't really want that, thanks. No. And it's slightly, I don't feel like it in this particular case, but at times it can be a little bit sulky, you know? Times can be a little bit, I'm just going to sit under my tree and no one come near me. Oh, I can't believe no one's coming near me. How come they're not coming near me? They can see I'm upset, you know? And then the hangman's just hanging out over here going, don't mind them, just stay here with me. And there's no progression for you at the end of the week. But there is something being given to you here. Look at that Divine Cup. For a lot of you, I feel like this may be emotional stability. Once you get out of whatever happened with this particular person. Are you getting like 42, 45? Or 46? Are the three numbers I keep getting there? There's something coming for you and saying, look, you need to take this offer because you need more emotional stability and I can give that to you, but you just have to not be in this energy for too long. You just got to come out of it. Got to kick all the cups down here, kick them all over the Hanged Man, and then take this cup and just turn around and walk into your future that you're creating, that's doing really nicely for you. Scorpio. Shall we check out your love and see how this might apply? Yes? Okay. Okay, so you have the Eight of Cups, the Hierophant, and you've got the Seven of Pentacles. So your cup suit is coming in for you again, my lovelies. But the thing is, you're kind of choosing to walk away from emotional scenarios. For couples, or for people that were seeing someone, even not really exclusive, but we're seeing someone, I feel like you were seeing someone in a different state or a different county, and for some of you even further than that, a different country. For some of you it may have been Pisces, Capricorn or Scorpio. Or Gemini or Libra. Okay, so double check that. And it's like you're deciding to move on from that previous experience. I feel like for a lot of you it's like 4 months, for 7 months, or 4 years or 7 years, and you're kind of going, I can't give any more to this is too much. I feel like the long distance thing is a big issue now. It may not have been before. You may try to tell yourself that it wasn't before. Now it kind of is though. There's no real practicality in it. You feel very much alone in this particular relationship that you're in. And that's a big problem. And you're saying, look, I can't give any more to this because I feel like I've given enough. And it's not really what I want out of love anymore. It's not how I see love. It's not where I see myself going in love, okay? But to say that, you're kind of... there's being like happy on your own about this as well, you know. You're like, look, I gotta do this, you know. This is how, like, I know Scorpios are known to be emotionally fueled because that's your suit. I said this to Cancer in the other video, which is I don't like when people use you know, terminology like someone's emotional as a bad thing. I think that's a lovely thing, that you move forward with emotion. That's how you're wired, because you remind cerebral signs like myself, like Libra, to keep in touch with our emotions, okay? But I gotta say, you're walking away, but it doesn't feel like it's... feel like, yes, there is sadness, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't feel like it's the be all and end all for you. For singles, I think you're just ready to move on from not getting what you want out of love. And like, even just getting the dates as well, do you know what I mean? You're just like, these are useless. That's what it feels like. And I feel like you're deciding to just stop communication with people, or stop communication with these certain, like, as I always say, those apps like Tinder and OkCupid and all that. You're just kind of like, look, I'm putting a stop to that. I'm taking all my words, I'm taking them with me, I'm taking who I am, and I'm just going to go this way, because I don't want to have to deal with that anymore. I don't emotionally want to have to invest in something that's like, it's fickle, okay? Scorpio, you're lovely. Why are you lovely to me? Because you're intense. I like that intensity. I think that is valuable. Some people can't... some people struggle with your intensity, but I just think it's just you care so bloody much, like that. You're like, of course I'm going to be intense. If I care this much about you, of course I'm going to be intense. Of course I'm going to put out all my eggs in one basket for you, because I just want one person. So for singles, I feel like this is you. You're just kind of like, yeah, I'm a bit of a lone wolf here. That's cool. I just need to move on though, because I'm kind of done with all that other stuff, okay? And then the middle card for you, the very heart of the spread, is the Hierophant. And what I like about this is he's coming in to give out to him almost. He's turning around here for couples, right? Excuse me, my throat's starting to go now. He's coming in here for you. I just hit my tripod. He's coming in here to say, look, have faith. For the love of God, have faith in me. Have faith in what I represent. Yes, I am the pillars of the institutions. Yes, I am marital. I am legal. I am financial. I am medical. I am all those major institutions that sometimes people don't have faith in. But let's face it, a lot of people do. And there's a lot of progress out of these institutions, okay? I am all these things. Let me come in here to give you faith and happiness again. Let me bring clarity to what you want and what you need. Let me bring hope to this scenario. And I feel like he's given out to this Hanged Man and be saying like, you should have never have let them stay in this energy. How bloody dare you, Hanged Man. You should have just been quiet. You knew I was coming in and you're after messing everything up now with them. I feel like he's give it out to him, which is funny. It's entertaining for me. And that's what I feel like he's doing. It's like, I don't want you to feel like these institutions have failed you. They have not failed you. Yes, some of the people that may be involved in them have, but the institution itself and what it represents has not, okay? So for those that are coupled, and I feel like you're just leaving this environment though. For most couples, I just feel like you're completely moving away from it. Some of you may be in a weird twist of fate from walking away. All of a sudden your other half realizes, oh bloody hell, I can't live without them. Put a ring on it. And this is the marital card, and this is the keys to a new home card. So it might all go really fast for you. All of a sudden you're like, I think I'm going to leave them. This is not for me. I don't want to do this anymore. And then the light switch goes off in them, and then all of a sudden it's full steam ahead. Okay, for some of you that are leaving relationships and or single, this is saying don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. He's the high priest. He is the high priestess opposite. So excuse me, for all her wonderful level of intuition and being the dark side of the moon, he is the opposite of that, okay? They're both powerful and they're both equal. It's just both different, okay? So do have faith. I feel like I have to keep saying this to you. Do have faith. Allow that hangman to bugger off a little bit more and allow the right levels of communication to come in for you. Because you took your swords and you were going this way. So you're like, okay, maybe I should put it out there a bit more. Maybe I should expand a bit more with my words. Maybe I should talk to an array of different people to see who might actually come in for me. And at the same time, it's saying, that's cool. He's saying that's great, but also allow them to come into you. Yes? Allow that. Keep the faith, Scorpio. Keep the faith. And it doesn't even matter what you believe in, what you don't believe in. This is just your own inner faith. This is just saying, look, just don't give up on yourself. Can't give up on yourself. You can never give up on yourself. And then at the end of this 2 weeks, you've got the Seven of Pentacles. A lot of Pentacles. I think you're figuring out as well a lot about yourself, Scorpio, yeah? Seven of Pentacles comes in here. You know, you've had 7, 8 and 9. 7, 8 and 9. And the Seven of Pentacles is looking again at what you've gathered, what you've accumulated, but it is that keep tipping away like the Eight of Pentacles. But this is also looking back at things and going, I wish I could have done more. I wish there was more that I could have given. I wish I had more. And you know, sometimes as well for me it goes into this weird Four of Pentacles mentality where you decide to keep yourself to yourself, but it's like, it's kind of like saying, oh Jesus, why will I bother then? Yeah, I've gotten so far, yeah, that's great, but I'm not where I want to be. That's what this feels like. I'm not where I want to be. And the Four of Cups here at the end pushes that mentality of just like, this is not the offer I want. This is not where I want to be. But what you got to remember about this is that this is all progression. This is why he's at the center. This is why he keeps giving out to the hangman. This is why he's like, look, keep the faith. What do I keep telling you? Keep the faith. It's not going to come knocking. As lovely as that would be, and as bloody hell as easy as that would be great. But it's not going to do that. So if there are some things that you need to take care of before they come in, that's what he's saying. Keep the faith until they come in. But until then, see what you have now. See what you've accumulated. Know your understanding of yourself and where you're coming from. And then go, look, okay, there's still work I need to do. I see there's still work I need to do on myself from past events here, that what I thought was a good investment of me and my time and my love maybe wasn't. Don't beat yourself up over that. Just acknowledge it. And then turn around and allow yourself to go into the Eight of Pentacles energy. And just keep tipping away. And know that also the Queen of Rods is up here to push you. Because she is fire. And she's going to put a fire in your belly. And when you feel that fire, Scorpio, and you have the Seven of Pentacles and Four of Cups, especially Seven of Pentacles, when you start to feel that fire, that's the moment you say, okay, I got to keep the faith. I can't give up on myself. Got to have faith in myself. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep working on myself until they come in. I'm going to enjoy who I am now. I'm going to enjoy all these areas of my life now. I'm going to learn more about me. I'm going to learn more about my personality. Yeah, I'm going to love that. I'm going to love me, and then when they come in, I'm ready. Keep the faith. What is he? He's a distraction. Very careful of that energy in the second week, yeah? Very careful, very careful. Okay, my lovely Scorpios. Sun, Moon and Rising. This has been your bi-weekly reading for the 16th of June to the 30th of June 2017. I hope you, I don't know, sometimes when it's harsh and I say I hope you enjoy it, I'm like, oh. Well, I hope it resonated with you anyway. And as I always say, if it's not like a good or terribly good reading, at least we know the red flags, and that's important to acknowledge them and take care of them as they come, yeah? We're more empowered that way. If you dig what I do, please like and leave a comment and subscribe and share and do all those lovely other things that all the other YouTube sayers do. Do or say. Oh Lord, I always seem to lose my words on the Scorpio videos. I don't know why. It's just really frustrating. Anywho, if you would like a general or love reading, or if you're looking for some guidance in any area of your life, I'm your gal. My email address is below. You can email me directly and I will email you my services and prices as well, okay? Remember, my Scorpions and my new Scorpions, you're very welcome to this Tuatha. This is your tribe. And I will see you, my darlings, in the first week of July. You have a lovely 2 weeks. You take care of yourself. Bye-bye.